Greetings, my name is Cadet Destra, and today I'll be briefing the sustainment paragraph of the operations order. A. Materials and services. 1. Classes of supply. Class 1. Platoons will carry 48 hours of rations per soldier. Class 2. No change to company TAC SOP/packing list. Class 3. Submit CLP and LSAT requests to support operation no later than 051300 May 24 to the XO. Class 4. Submit requirements to XO no later than 051300 May 24 for delivery during Phase 5. Class 5. Platoons will ensure a minimum of 200% unit basic load of ammunition for all soldiers prior to SP. Fragmentary and incendiary grenades along with flashbangs are available for issue to the XO. Engineers submit requirements to XO no later than 051300 May 24. Each platoon will draw 30 rounds of 60mm mortar with the following breakdown: 20 RDs, HE, 10 RDs, WP from TAA leader no later than company rehearsal. Mortar rounds will be deposited at FMP 1 during Phase 2. Class 6. No change to company TAC SOP/packing list. Class 7. Request any additional end items to the XO no later than platoon back briefs in order to requisition through battalion. Class 8. Platoon medics will carry 100% UBL when departing AA leader. Class 9. 3 DOS batteries on hand. Submit repair parts list to weapons. Correction. Class 9. 3 XDOS batteries on hand. Submit repair parts lists for weapons to the XO at the company rehearsal. Class 10, not applicable. Resupply plan. During all phases of the attack, logistical resupply will be conducted systematically to maintain combat power. For Class 1, subsistence. Resupply plan. During all phases of the attack, logistical resupply will be conducted systematically to maintain combat power. Class 1, subsistence, will be distributed daily and pre-designated resupply points with ration cycles planned to sustain soldiers for 48 hours if delays occur. Class 3, fuel and lubricants, will be delivered by tactical vehicles to maintain mobility during the attack, with fuel on-the-move operations coordinated in secure locations along the planned route in advance. Class 4, construction materials, such as fortification supplies, will be pre-staged at different release points and distributed during the consolidation phases to support defensive operations. Class 5, ammo. The ammo will follow a push system during the assault phase, ensuring units receive pre-planned loads based on exponential rates and projected needs. Class 3, for medical supply, medics will carry emergency aid kits with additional stocks that remain at the company EXP for forward replenishments. There will be a series of pre-designated vehicles that will operate closely with the maneuver element to deliver supply while minimizing exposure to enemy threats. The CASEVAC plan is better understood into 4 phases: the point of injury, movement to platoon CCP, from platoon CCP to company EXP, from company EXP to a higher echelon of medical treatment facility. 1. At the point of injury, the initial action, the person injured or their buddy teams will conduct individual TCCC to stabilize the injury, such as tourniquet, dressing, and if it's more than 1 or more than 3, an initial triage should be conducted right then and there. And then communication, the nearest medic should be let known of the condition, location, or any specific information that is crucial for the treatment and stabilizing the patient. And that should be done through a prearranged communication protocol for specific to injuries. So movement to platoon CCP. Depending on the phase of the mission and METTC dependent, the casualty should be moved to the platoon CCP using body aid, litter, or any improvised um, mechanism available on the theater of battle. That movement should be done by pre-designated teams that are there to conduct that specific evacuation from the point of contact to the platoon CCP. During that movement, soldiers, team leaders, and squad leaders must make sure that that route is secure and that the necessary steps are taken to cover movement as best as possible. Smoke, grenades, using better routes, etc., etc. 3. Platoon CCP to company EXP. Health and services support. Casualty evacuation, or CASEVAC, and medical support will be integrated into each phase of the attack. Platoon medics will stabilize casualties at the POI and evacuate them to the platoon CCP. At the company EXP, casualties will receive further care before evacuation to higher medical treatment facilities using designated medevac assets. The battalion aid station will provide advanced medical care and coordinate with logistical elements for replenishment of Class A. Preventative measures, including hydration monitoring and field hygiene supplies, will be emphasized to reduce non-combat injuries. Health support during consolidation will include triage and extended care for wounded personnel, ensuring readiness for subsequent operation. The CASEVAC plan is better understood in four phases: the point of injury, or POI, movement to platoon CCP to company EXP to a higher echelon of treatment facility. At the point of injury, individual soldiers will give themselves aid, or their buddies will give them initial aid to stabilize them, such as applying tourniquet, pressure dressing, and if there is more than one casualty, there should be a triage done right then and there. Subsequently, they should alert both the team leader and the medic, and let them know of the condition, the location, or any specific medical needs that soldier or those soldiers might need using pre-arranged communication protocols. Okay, from movement to platoon CCP. That will depend on the terrain and the specific phase of the mission, and also the severity of injury. Casualties will be moved to the platoon CCP using either body aid, litter, or any field improvising carrying methods that might be available then and there. There will be designated individuals responsible for carrying the casualty to the CCP, with each team aware of who will assist based on that specific platoon's SOP. Security, during that movement, security must be taken into consideration. Considering covering movement or using smoke grenades or other obstructions methods if under fire, and better routes that will give maximum concealment. 3. Platoon CCP to company EXP. At the company CCP is where the true triage happens, and medevac methods or means will be determined based on that triage, whether or not that or those soldiers are ambulatory, require surgery immediately, or they are ambulatory. At the CCP, at the platoon CCP, we must make sure that there is a secure AXP area for safe transfer of casualties, and defensive measures must be implemented to protect personnel. And if the medical needs are urgent, or that soldier requires surgery, the leadership then and there, rather the medic, will determine whether or not it'll be better to evacuate the said injury via air access at DHLZ. Company AXP to a higher echelon of medical treatment facility. From the platoon AXP to the company AXP, soldiers then will be transferred to a specific hospital or a specific set of experts based on the injury that they sustain. And they also should make documentation for accountability and report both down and up about the status of the soldier for accountability. Each one of those 4 steps should have contingencies planned and alternative evacuation routes or assets if the primary methods that I just described are unavailable. All of that should be based on MAST-CC and specifically on the specific phase of the operation that they are in.